after having been stopped filming at the entrance of University of East London. We are now within 100 metres on the DLR.
Is Beckton Park at Royal Albert.
A bit of the line I've never really been on before. But it's actually quite interesting. If you've ever been down this way, been down this way before.
This train is for Tower Gateway. The next stop is Beckton Park.
And in amongst this little boring bit, a message just flagged up from Antonio to say that he's lost his phone and all his contacts. I sent him a message earlier and he's replied by asking, who am I? Oh, a very good question. I seem to ask myself that 2 or 3 times a day. But at the moment I think I know who I am. So I'll reply to Antonio earlier. If the train gets a move on, then this will be rather good.
This is Beckton Park.
Now, it is indeed Beckton Park. I don't quite know where the park is, but I do know where Beckton is because I've been here many times before. Now let's go out from underneath the roundabout into the semi-sunshine. Oh, I do like trains.
The next stop is Royal Albert. To the right, please move towards the centre of the train. As the first 2 sets and last 2 sets of doors will not
Next bit is interesting because one, we're still running along City Airport, which was the video I took earlier. So I'll turn slightly to the left. Oops. We are at the Royal Docks, with loads of reflections in the window, which are actually quite nice. It's the Aquatic Centre, but it's actually a rowing centre, which is the building just to the right of where we are now, which has a lovely Chinese restaurant in it, with a balcony that overlooks the runways at City Airport, so you're actually only about 50 metres away. A good trip for anyone that hasn't actually done it. Pan around, we can't quite see it, but and we'll switch back to the front view.
This is Royal Albert. To the right, please move towards the centre of the train.
I think the messages are outdated because the platforms have been extended and all the doors seem to be open. We'll just quickly look up towards Stratford, which if the train gets a move on, we can get a much nicer picture of in a minute. Oops. There we go. Be able to make out over on the left the O2 centre, and the cable cars coming over to the Excel centre will be coming up soon. Well worth the ride if you haven't done it. We're now, I think, well, yes, we're not such an interesting station.
This train is for Tower Gateway. The next stop is Prince Regent for Excel East and ICC London. When leaving the train, please remember to take all your belongings with you.
Well, I would if I could, but I don't, so I won't. I had no idea that Excel had an east and a west, but it is that big, so they're 2 straight train stops apart. The frequency of the DLR is actually quite good.
The next train. This is Prince Regent for XL East and ICC London.
I actually don't know what ICC London is, but I'm sure I can look it up. But XL East rings a bit of a bell. non-East London fans or train fans, this is actually going to be a bit of a long video because I realise it's been running for 5 minutes. Even I might lose interest if the sun goes down. But hopefully, once we've done XL West, we'll be able to see the cable car. Which, as I say, is well worth the trip if nobody's done it.
This train is for Tower Gateway. The next stop is Custom House for XL West. When leaving the train, please remember to take all your belongings with you.
Very good advice indeed. John got off without me the day before yesterday, but there you go. These things happen.
I enjoyed doing something different.
This is Custom House for XL West.
It is indeed.
See you later, Jen. We're going.
Oh, don't leave me. Why?
I don't need a money for you.
Oh, come on. Give you a list of money.
Reassuringly or worryingly, we now have a driver.
Yes, temporarily, just for the next
Whichever
station.
it happens to be.
No, just
Am I? Should I be reassured or worried?
No, nothing at all. There's no cameras at Royal Victoria. Well, there are cameras, they're not working.
As a-
Temporarily, so
It's
you
all
have
right.
to double check as you go through.
I'm going to lose the light before we get to the cable car,
Oh.
which is fine.
Are you going on the cable car?
No,
Yeah.
I've been, but
You've done.
I'm actually on my way home. I just it was just
Did
such
you
a
like
nice.
it? I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it
It's
as well.
slower. It's
It's,
a mode of transport, but really it should
It
be
is. But it's worthwhile doing anyway.
They're grabbing the cash at the minute, aren't they? Hopefully they'll slow it down. I went on with my children in the pouring rain. When we got off this side, there's a big canopy and it was torrential. So
This train
actually sat them
is
on the floor,
for
gave them a
Tower
minute.
Gateway. The
Then they
next
were
stop
standing behind
is
me.
Royal
Oh
Victoria.
God, yeah, I can. Some people might not like that. It wouldn't bother me, I have to say, because I love thunder and lightning.
I'll be honest. Especially working on a row for 10 years, you know, probably prepared for that noise. It's going to
Yeah, yeah.
But all the other children in the crowd cried and mine actually changed colour, which was interesting. Didn't cry,
Yeah.
he changed colour.
Colour.
But we've since grown to love thunder and lightning. We've had a few better experiences from that. It was interesting.
So now I used it the first time I had tickets to the men's athletics at,
This is
at the
Royal
O2.
Victoria.
Did you enjoy all that?
Yeah, to be honest, it's something I would never have thought of doing before.
No.
We got tickets by accident, went and actually enjoyed every single minute of it.
I got that into it. I'm like, okay, let's book tickets for Rio. Go on. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't book any personally. Just saying to my boss. They didn't sort out rosters out, so we didn't know what we were working. So
Yep.
I mean, I'm really disgruntled. My mum got loads. I went to Limehouse as well. But at the hump when it started, it was like all these people were in such a good mood, this, that, and the other. Then every time you tried to book anything, that system didn't work.
Yep.
But I absolutely enjoyed the summer in the end. But
Well, we've got still that 3 games makers staying with us. They are injected with a happy pill. It's in the water. Nobody could be that enthusiastic.
it's great. It's absolutely great.
So, yeah, no, it was really, really good.
I just think, I only do evening shifts. I can't imagine like what Monday morning was like. That's the vision. After the actual Olympics, that Monday morning, because I was on that morning.
Yeah.
That's a complete fluke. I was on that vision. So different. It's just to commuters,
Well,
to people
yeah.
that really want to be on the train going to where they're going.
Because I was on the last trains on a couple of nights after the Olympics when it was full of games makers and a few stragglers that got away.
This
And
train
everybody just
is
seems so
for
happy.
Tower Gateway. The next stop is Canning Town. Change for the London
Thank you very
Underground,
much.
Jubilee Line and local bus services. When leaving the train, please remember to take all your belongings with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Canning Town Station. The Jubilee Line services, please make your way down the escalators one level. Travelling stations to Woolwich Arsenal, please cross to the opposite platform, platform 3. And for DLR's Stratford International service, make your way all the way downstairs and across to platform number 2. Service will call through to Tower Gateway, please remain on board and change at Westbury for services to Bank.
This is Canning Town.
Canning Town, which actually is an enormous station, having been here a while ago. Innumerable platforms on many levels. Those are my fingers, aren't they? Hello. Whatever. If you go back, I can. Hello again. Anyway, enough of that. We are continuing our journey back to Limehouse with the towers of Canary Wharf over in that. And another train going past in the opposite direction. And I think we recognise the outline. Oh god, we'll be everywhere in this, won't we? Might be too late for cable cars. Of course we missed them.
This train is for Tower Gateway. The next stop is East India.
Hey, get in there. This is John's station. It's about 9 o'clock, then he might still be waiting to get on. Apart from he's gone in by bike, so unless he's cheating, he won't.
This is East India.
Very regular service. I think I know this bit. And probably most of you do as well. Although it is amazing every time you do it. So it does look like somewhere else in the world.
This train
And not
is for Tower Gateway. The
10
next
minutes
stop
away
is
from where I
Blackpool.
live.
This is Blackwall.
Ladies and gentlemen, now approaching Poplar Station for services towards Canary Wharf, Greenwich and Lewisham. please cross to the adjoining platform, platform 3. Please board the next Canary Wharf service, changing there for the Waterloo train. For the Limehouse services to Stratford, cross via the footbridge to platform number 2. And for trains to Bank, please remain on board. Changing at the next station, request ferry for the earliest possible Bank service. Mind you, this train will pull through to Tower Gateway. If you are leaving the service, please ensure you do have all your personal belongings with you.
This is Poplar.
Trains over cars over trainers. There'll be prizes for people guessing where we are along the route. You won't guess it from that picture. Or maybe you will.
This train is for Tower Gateway. The next stop is West Ferry. When leaving the train, please remember to take all your belongings with you. This
We're
is
close to home
West
because we
Ferry.
can see the tower. One of the famous churches in East London. I think it's a Hawksmoor. We'll try and get a glimpse as we go by. I'll have to try that in daylight. I think I recognise
This
this
train
as home.
is for Tower Gateway. The next stop is Limehouse. Change for National Rail services. When leaving the train, please remember to take all your belongings with you.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Good night.
Good night. Oh, there we go. Familiar territory. I shall sign off and oyster out.